Now, first thing which is mentioned in text number 4, now we are dealing with the first section, where Lord Krishna pacified all the relatives. Now we see there is Dhritarashtra, there is Gandhari, Kunti, Draupadi, all the Pandavas, relatives are there. He pacified by citing stringent laws of Almighty. This is the phrase used in text number 4. Stringent laws of Almighty. This is the first point one must focus on this, that all the grief, all the pain, all the disturbance in material world which one is not able to handle is because one does not know the stringent laws of Almighty. So Lord pacifies by telling how this material nature works, how everyone gets the reaction of the way they act in this material world. And after pacifying, in text number 5, so text number 5, he gives example of stringent laws. The Bhagavatam gives the example of such laws. So very good word is stringent laws. One cannot avoid it. Srila Prabhupada also elaborates on this in the purport. Prabhupada says, since the first line of the purport in text 4, the stringent laws under the order of the Supreme Personality cannot be altered by any living entity. It says, cannot be altered by any living entity. Nobody can alter. He says they are eternally under the subjugation of the Lord, under Supreme Lord. So, after explaining this, Prabhupada also says in the purport a beautiful section which says, unfortunately, under the influence of illusory material energy, he says, under the influence of illusory energy, we accept a spot life. He uses the word spot life of few years to be all in all as our permanent existence, and thus we become illusioned by country, home, etc. And because we become illusioned, we forget that they are all Maya or the false representations. And then Prabhupada says, by cultivating spiritual knowledge, we realize that we have nothing to do with the material paraphernalia. So like that, Prabhupada explains very nicely in text number 4, purport, on stringent laws of Almighty. And one of the example he gives is how Duryodhan and Dushasan and all the brothers lost their life by insulting Draupadi. So Prabhupada says, for any successful civilization, any successful society, what should be protected? Women. Then he says, children, old men. So there should be due protection for these categories, and of course cows and brahmanas. Says any community, any society will develop, will flourish when these 5 are properly protected. This is one of the laws. And Duryodhan, his duration of life was reduced because of insulting a chaste woman. It was decreased because chaste woman was insulted. And after talking about the stringent laws, then in the next 2 verses, in the 6 and 7, in text number 6 and 7, he mentions about Ashwamedh Yajna. How? Because Krishna's shelter was there for a devotee like Maharaj Yudhishthira, because he was fully sheltered by Krishna. The points mentioned are, they were well performed by the best of the priests. Srila Prabhupada mentions this is like they are performed by the best of the priests, and Yudhishthira's virtuous fame spread like Indra or even more. Srila Prabhupada says in the purport, the reason is Maharaj Yudhishthira, the king of heaven, is thousands and thousands of times greater than Maharaj Yudhishthira, yet the fame of Maharaj Yudhishthira was not less. The reason is that he was a pure devotee. So Prabhupada writes, that is the prerogative of a pure devotee of the Lord. The Lord is equal to everyone, but a devotee is more glorified, because he is always in touch. He is more glorified because he is always in touch with the all great. So this makes a devotee very glorious, even more glorified than Indra. Just like Indra, although he performed only 3 Ashwamedha Yagyas, and after that made the fame of Yudhishthira Maharaj spread. Okay, the next section is the prayers of Uttara. So we'll discuss that in the next. Hare Krishna.